We know driving, it can get tricky when the snow falls or the roads are slick and icy, so you want to make sure your car is ready to handle those conditions.
So Robert Larkin, he's Dean of Automotive Technology at Dunwoody College of Technology, here with some advice. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start with what I think is probably the most important thing is tires. Do you need snow tires? When should you get them? If you do, well, how do you know what kind?
Yep. I'm a big fan of snow tires.
Okay.
The regular all-season radials are great, but in the wintertime, the snow tires just tend to shred that snow out faster. Just give us a lot more traction in the wintertime.
So keep us out of the body shop.
Keep us, collision shop might not like that,
right.
but definitely keep us safe.
You know, the one thing too with Minnesota, we have to deal with those sub-zero temperatures, especially coming up this week. We have those temperatures.
Yep.
Batteries are going to be a problem in cars.
Batteries can be a big problem, especially when they get some age on them. They get 3-4 years old. They're just not going to have that storage capacity. The car is going to be more difficult to start.
Should you replace it beforehand then, or should you have it tested?
Have it tested, definitely. Okay. The testers now will say what the state of health of the battery is and give a really good recommendation to replace it or charge it. So the testers that we have out now are much better than the old-fashioned ones.
Right.
Sure.
Yep.
What about fluids in your car too?
Yeah,
that's going to be really important.
Fluids are definitely important.
Yeah.
Biggest one I always think about is the washer fluid. I don't know how many times I've come into work and tried to clean the windshield and it's out.
Exactly.
So that for sure, but just the general, the oil, the coolant being full, being of the correct mixture. A good 50-50 mix will give us that freeze protection in the wintertime so we don't have problems.
What about tire pressure? Because I feel like my tire pressure light is constantly going off when it's so cold.
In the wintertime, that's a big one. Every 10 degrees, we lose a pound of pressure. So when we have those big temperature swings, if those tires were set, say at 40 degrees, we drop down to 0. Now we've lost pressure and our tire light's coming on. So.
What about, should you let your car warm up for a couple minutes before you
this is actually like a source of debate.
Really? Yeah.
Yep. It's not a bad idea. Just like, you get up in the morning, you're a little slow, the car's a little slow. A little bit of warm-up time is definitely not a bad thing.
What do you think, like 5-10 minutes? Or
5 minutes or less,
Okay.
Start the car, use the remote start it, let it warm up, come outside, scrape your windows, get in. A couple of minutes have gone by, now your engine's a little bit warmer and ready to go.
What tips do you have for driving in the winter? Because it seems like at the first snow or the second snow or even the third snow, we sometimes forget to drive for the conditions.
Exactly, and that's it. Slow down, increase those following distance, all the safety features on cars. Anti-lock brakes are great, stability control is great, but if we don't slow down a little bit, those systems can't always keep up with in every situation.
Just a couple of tips to make sure you stay safe this winter. Robert, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.